So welcome back to the homestead. It is Wednesday morning. It's a very chilly, about 18 degrees outside. We have a big problem. We have just had another massive snow dump. This is more snow than I think we've ever received. We have close to 5 feet on the porch.
And it's really fun to hop in.
And it's really fun to hop in.
Not quite 5 feet, maybe 4?
4.5.
Because I'm 5 feet.
It's a lot of snow. Yeah, well, it's up to you. It's up to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably 4 feet. So the problem is we're getting tons of snow accumulation on the roof, and Jack and I have been up there shoveling it off, and we almost can't keep up. It's just such a slow process, and it's not very safe. It's very icy and slippery, and I almost fell off a couple times. So we're going to build something. We're going to build a machine that's going to help us to get that snow off the roof. This is not something that we invented. It's there's several of them on the internet, but it's super clever. It's so interesting to watch people use it that I watched like video back to back to back, and I just loved it. So we're going to build one with just some scraps we have around here, and we'll share that with you. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got all the materials laid out here. I'm not going to go into details. It's pretty self-explanatory, but where we're going to start is Jack is going to take, I'm going to have him take these two wheels off these casters here. We're going to use that, and then we'll build a custom axle for it. While he's doing that, I'm going to start cutting the main frame. Bring your piece to the tray. And then you can save steps of going back and forth and finding the right one. Looks like it is metric right there. Okay, we're free. Save all of the nuts washers. We might reuse those as something else. Okay, so Jack's got these two caster wheels off here. This worked out perfect. This is a piece of all thread, Jack. So all thread, what that is it's threaded rod. So you can use it to make all sorts of things, and it just worked out perfect that see how those wheels fit on there? Yeah. Nice like that. So we'll set that aside. So the next piece we're going to make is the main frame, and this is all I have. I'd rather use aluminum, but I don't have any. So this is 3/4. So I'm going to have Jack cut this. We're going to cut this with the portaband. So the foot pedal's down there, Jack. Do you see my mark right there? So we're going to cut right there straight, right on that mark.
I will say I don't.
The
oh yeah, I
mark
see
right
it.
There. So it's going to be important since this is so long. It's going to want to go back and forth like this a little bit. So you want to support it and kind of move it evenly.
Okay.
You got that? All right, go ahead. How was that?
It was okay. Better than I thought it would be.
Okay, now before we bend our frame, it's always best before you do your bends is to put to drill your holes, because this is going to receive our axle, right? So our axle is going to go right through here. So we want to leave plenty of room. We want to get close to the edge as we can, but we want a little bit of strength right there. So we're going to be somewhere we can take it and just kind of make a little scratch right there. That tells us where we want to be. And then we want to center it. Now if we try to drill through that without a center punch, it's going to wobble all over the place, and we'll never get a straight hole. So what we do is we put a center punch on here, and we give it a strike, like this. Now it's got a little dent in there, a divot. That's easy to drill in.
This is my hammer, isn't it?
It's the one you made. So I'm going to have you do this side. So let's go ahead, I'll hold it here. I want you to scribe it with the center punch. That's about where we want it to be. Come right at the middle and just get a little scribe. I'll hold it like a pencil, like that. Good. Okay. Now find the middle, which is you have to kind of estimate it, but I would estimate it to be somewhere right in there. Let me move your hand. Let me check. All right. Give it just a little tap. All right. Now harder. Okay. So when we're drilling a hole through steel, if you start with a big drill bit, it takes a long time and it's pretty hard on the bit. So we'll do what we call a pilot hole. And an 1/8 inch is always a good place to start a bit. We'll drill a small hole, and then we'll finish with the bigger one. Okay, so we'll put our 1/8 inch bit in it's called the chuck. This is the chuck key. And then we'll adjust the table here. Why do we have a hole there? Why is that important?
That way it doesn't drill into the table.
That's right, it doesn't drill into the table. And now we'll check it, make sure that we have plenty of throw with the drill press. I'm going to drill this first one, and then I'm going to have you drill the second one.
All the pieces of metal are quite pretty, aren't they?
Sure are. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. To see if you use the cutting edge, because it's all cut out, what I use is the back. See the back there? See how small that is?
Is
So,
it the biggest one?
most likely it's going to be the big one there. And it may even have to be bigger than this, but let's start with this one here. Turn it off, tap it. Great. That's a good looking hole there, huh?
Took a whole lot of trouble.
Okay, so we've got our frame made. We've got our holes drilled. It's an overall 4 feet. We want to put 2 bends. I want to put a bend at 12 inches and one at 36 inches. So go ahead and mark 12 and 36. That's good. Okay, so what we're going to do here, Jack, is we're going to make 2 bends. So when you want to make a bend, we've got your marks there, right? So we want the bend to be right on that mark. So you see how I've got it placed there at the top of the vise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, lock it down.
And then all we need is you to give it a ninja kick.
And we'll...
I love how all the tarnish and everything is just kind of like disintegrating off of it as it bends.
You good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and make your bend. Watch that thing it doesn't come down and hit you in the face. All right, hold on, let's tighten it up. Okay, go ahead. Watch your head.
I know. I don't have to watch my head if it doesn't bend.
Doesn't help.
Power!
Get on the end, that's where your leverage is. Watch your coat. That's got a sharp edge on it there.
that was all me.
Okay, what do you think?
No. Yes, there it is.
Go ahead and fit the axle, Jack, see if that fits. Jack and I found, thanks to Granddad's bolt box, washers and the bolts we need for the axle. So what we're going to do, Jack, now is we're going to put this through here, and we're going to determine the length of it. So go ahead and put your wheel on there. And we want to leave enough room for a jam nut, double nut, right there. So let's leave a little bit about like that. When you're cutting with anything like that, when you're coming to the end, anticipate that you're going to break through. Lessen your pressure on it. That way you don't go through so hard.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
You know there's a lot of space between this one right here and that one.
Yep, the frame will pull tight. It's just fine. There you go. It's nice and tight. Now this is the opened end of a wrench. This is the box end. Whenever you have the option to use the box end, it's always much stronger, less likely to strip. All right, let's do the other side. Washer first, wheel, second washer,
Bolt. 2
nuts, and we'll jam these together. Come on over here, let me show you what that means. So if this is going to be turning, it's always going to be working to try to loosen the wheel. The wheel is always going to be working to try to loosen the nuts, right? And they'll eventually come off and fail. So we want this to spin freely. So we'll keep tightening these until we have it. See how that's free there? Okay, nice free there. So here's the important part. So now we need to jam these two together, and that will prevent them from coming unlocked. So we hold this one, confirming it's where we want it, right? We want it nice and free.
Then you pull the other one tight.
Right, nice and free there without too much wobble. It's kind of always a compromise. Then we jam this one, holding the bottom one so it does not move. Nice and tight like that. Got it?
They become one.
So staying true to using what we have on the homestead, Jack is, I drilled 2 holes in the top of the frame, and we're going to use the, you forgot your bracket there, right here.
Oh,
we're going to use
that's kind of important, isn't it?
a push broom back bracket here, so we can affix any size of round handle we want. So the longest one we have is about a 12 footer, so we're just going to have to make do with that until we see if this actually works. Go ahead and run them up from the bottom. That'll be less friction. We want less things sticking down, catching in the snow. Did you put your lock washer on?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So we've got aluminum handle from an old broken pole saw that will mate in there. That fits up there, so that'll be strong. So there's going to be a ton of force on this. In the handle, this bracket would never be strong enough, so we need to support it with these cross braces here. These are just off an old broom. So hem your hammer there. You see how they have a little bend in them? We don't need that. We need them to be flat. So we'll put them here. This is where we want it to be, right? Mm-hmm. And we'll tap that. We'll just straighten that out. You do the same on your side. Did you feel it right before it went through?
Yeah. Put on that one really quickly, and then we'll move that right there.
Yeah, let me find you a lock washer here. Okay. So we've got our roller frame all done. Jack is going to go ahead and draw our line there. We got a piece of, this is just kind of a waterproof, slippery, really tough plastic that the lumber yards use that they put over on lumber packages. I got it. Go ahead and go fast. Just run right on down.
Power!
That we're going to use. This is going to be the bearing surface for the snow, hopefully to go down. Now this is a prototype, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to find out here in a minute. All right, so which side's going to be more slippery, Jack? The black or the white?
I think it's the black.
I think you're right. Okay, we're going to go black.
Plus, the black will look cooler.
Well, it'll definitely contrast better with the... So I wonder if we're going to find out really how good Gorilla duct tape is. All right, you get the tape and the scissors, start cutting these in pieces.
I love the endless circle of stickiness where you connect it to itself. Don't you love doing that, Papa?
Yeah. All right, so we've got our Belco Forestry Products paper. Jack and I both have kind of determined that it's probably a bit long.
And I think we should care about this E, and Papa thinks...
Well, the thing is, Jack, is we can always cut it shorter, but we can't add on. So let's go a little conservative here.
Actually, Papa, ever since duct tape was invented, we can add on.
Yeah, well, it'd be best if we didn't cut it. So let's go try it. It's a very slippery snow pile, and I'm not super stoked about this duct tape, but I don't know what else to do. All right, so this is our machine. Right here, you can see the wheels.
And the duct tape's starting to come loose.
Is it?
Yeah, I saw it. Papa!
Slipped in the snow here.
Ruining our decorations.
We're gonna have to get a scaffolding or something here, 'cause this is, oh goodness. Let me get up on this here.
Now you're standing on our big old trash bin.
Is that what I'm on?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What do you think, Jack?
It's definitely better than shoveling, but it's not amazing. It's cool. I'll say that.
We're gonna need a longer handle.
Or a longer papa.
Or I should put my snowshoes on.
Papa, you just knocked half of the snow off of it. Quite ingenious.
Good, but it's not unwrapping here. There's a little wind.
As Jeremy Clarkson would say, it's brilliant.
It's totally brilliant.
I'm not sure that the wheels were necessary.
Well, it protects the shingles. Jack, it's totally brilliant. We just need a longer pole. All right, so we're gonna try it on another roof here. We definitely need a better roller pole handle. Fiberglass. This one is a little bit too flimsy. There's too much bend in it. It could be the legs on my our frame legs might be too long, Jack. But I think a heavy duty roller pole will.
The snow is just too high.
It's actually brilliant.
Here we see. You know what else is brilliant?
What's that?
You falling in the snow.
Heart Racer! Come on, Heart Racer! Use Terrier power!
10 hours later.
She needs to put it in 4-wheel drive.
I think she's going for the
Come on, come on! Come on over, I'll put you in my coat.
And I'm gonna get her.
Heart Racer, you need some snowshoes. Oh, she's gonna disappear. Come on. Come on. No, don't give her any more trouble. Come on. Oh man. That was a good, so brave.
She's like, I'm cold, please help
So
me.
brave. She's a good snow dog. She's just a
I
little
think
short-legged.
Her tail is, I think, frozen.
All right, you better take her and put her by the stove.
Come on, how we say you want to
Should we show everyone how much snow we got?
Yes. I'm gonna do it backwards. Never mind, I'm not. Ah! Oh, it's cold! Ah! He's coming!
What do you think? Hold on. What do you think, Razor? Oh man, that's scary. Goodness. Climbing Jack's Mountain. Whoa, that's a pretty good slide. Come on, Heart Racer. All right, Jack, I'm going to try your slide.
That one.
Right here?
Uh-huh. Because this one just just goes over my house and
Okay, it looks a little skinny for me. Whoa! Oh.
Papa!
Ginger! Oh, goodness. You're all wet. Wool is the best for powdery snow.
You failed, Papa. You failed very badly.
I didn't.
Here you are.
I just widened it.
You widened it by like a foot.
Come on, Heart Racer. Come on. Good job.